We're about halfway through this midterm election year, and as a result, we at the Wall Street Journal, with our friends and partners at NBC News, held an event on Thursday morning at which we hosted the 4 campaign committee chairmen for the congressional campaign committees in the House and the Senate, the Democrats and the Republicans, and we talked about the lay of the land for this midterm election. Obviously, we discussed the mega question that hangs over the whole midterm, which is how much of this election is about Donald Trump, President Trump, who's such a big force on the political scene right now, and the question of whether having Donald Trump campaign for Republicans this year would be a good thing for the Republicans or a bad thing for the Republican Party. As you'd expect, there were differences of opinion. Here's a little bit of that debate.
A lot of Democrats want to make this midterm solely about the president. Republicans made that mistake in 1998, made the election solely about President Clinton. It didn't work. You have to have a vision for the future. You have to be selling something other than just fighting against somebody, and I think that's what a lot of people are missing.
Whether the election is about Trump or not, he is for your party an asset or a liability, depending on where you...
He's a little of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I was wondering, in terms of campaign asset liability, are there any districts where you feel like it would help your candidate to have him come and campaign? And if so, could you name them?
So I think we can send him almost anywhere. The thing about, and the Wall Street Journal has a new poll out today. The thing about the president's job approval ratings are he has barbells. He has some really strong approves and some strong disapproves. Because he has the barbells with the strong approvals, we can send him almost anywhere to motivate Republicans and get them to turn out. He's going to motivate Democrats. Ben's right. That will happen. Mm-hmm. But we can use him to help get out some Republicans that might not have been going out to vote. And, if you look at the turnout, whether it's Ohio or California, Republicans are turning out. And we know how to motivate them and get them to turn out.
I think what we're seeing in the races that in states that President Trump carried in the presidential election, that voters do not want a Trump rubber stamp. They want somebody who will work with President Trump when it's good for their state and challenge President Trump when it's not good for their state. That came across very clearly in the Wall Street Journal NBC poll. By 20 points, voters said they wanted somebody who would hold the president accountable and look out for their states first and foremost.